it's feeling a little more comfortable and mild today, but
Yes.
this is not the usual for January.
And it will be short-lived. So enjoy it while you can. We were in the 50s today. We'll go back to the 50s tomorrow ahead of our weekend storm. Man, we were treated to such beautiful views today. I have to show you this time lapse from Akron as we slowly watch the sun fade off into the distance. So many great colors out there. Just a few stratus clouds in the distance. Otherwise, it was a really nice afternoon. We had to contend with some gusty winds this afternoon and a little snowfall up in the mountains, but all of that moving out. Temps this afternoon in the 30s and 40s out there, 50s from Fort Collins to Greeley off to Denver, and even low 60s down there in Trinidad this afternoon. Looking at the climate calendar, yes, of course, it's above average, but not quite near that record high of 72 last set back in 1997. Our snow is now beginning to push out of the state. A few lingering flurries right there around I-76 tonight. Otherwise, it's a dry evening statewide, but we will keep partly cloudy skies in the forecast. Temps this evening falling into the teens and 20s. For many of us here in eastern Colorado, more teens up in the mountains and down to about 0 in Gunnison overnight. Evergreen, you'll fall to about 24 with low 20s in Loveland and Longmont and about 19 in Erie. Looking at the futurecast, we'll kick this off about 6 p.m. Our skies clear. By morning, you will notice a few clouds settling into the I-25 corridor, maybe even a little bit of patchy fog across the South Platte River Valley. Otherwise, by the afternoon, we're good to go with plenty of sunshine and a really nice mild end to our first week of 2025. 5-6 o'clock, you'll notice the cloud cover streaming in out to the west, and it will continue to pour into eastern Colorado as we await that next storm that cruises in on Saturday. So tomorrow, get out and about, enjoy the sunshine, and enjoy the mild temperatures that will be sitting in the lower 50s here in Denver, upper 40s into northern Colorado, 50s down in Lamar and Springfield, another day in the 60s around Trinidad, and still pretty comfortable up through the high country. We'll be looking at highs in the 40s around Estes Park, Allens Park too, with 50s from Aurora and Parker south toward Castle Rock, upper 40s near Fort Collins. So as we set our sights on the weekend, here comes this next storm system. Here we are about 8 a.m. It's still a dry start to the day, but by the afternoon that snowfall increases in the mountains and then moves into the metro area. Yes, finally a little snowfall for us here in Denver. It does become more widespread by about 5-6 o'clock for much of the high country, and then as the storm system tracks to the east, that snowfall will intensify a bit off to the eastern plains. So this is Saturday evening. It is going to be a little tricky as far as traveling goes, and you can see our snowfall forecast. Once again, the bullseye across the northern mountains where they could look at about 4 to 8 inches of snowfall. Here in Denver, it looks like about 1 to 3 tops, with perhaps a couple more inches off to the far eastern plains. Out ahead of it, really looking good for tomorrow. And then those temperatures cool off quite a bit with the incoming cold front. It looks dry but cool for the Broncos game on Sunday, and then we await our next storm that rolls in Monday afternoon and continues through Tuesday. So far, it looks like the 40s will bounce back by the middle of next week.